on this guy who I thought looked very distinguished. He was very handsome. He had a look about him, so I swiped right. And shortly after, we connected and matched. So we started a conversation. Now on my profile, I specifically say that I am a digital nomad. I'm traveling a lot. I don't know where my home base is yet, but I'm enjoying figuring it out. And that was one of the things that he said that really attracted him to me, because he said that he wanted to, once his daughter graduated from high school, he wanted to keep a home base in the US and then travel in Europe and travel in South America and like for the rest of the year. So we were able to connect on all things, just kind of living abroad, traveling, all the things. And so he said to me, how long are you going to be in town for? And I said, for 1 month. And his response was, I wonder if that's enough time to fall in love. And I was like, oh, someone's getting serious. Okay. So we were chatting back and forth, and he literally said, well, what are you doing tonight? Do you have plans? Let's grab a drink. So I did have plans, but I was really intrigued by our conversation. So I canceled my plans. I decided to meet him for a drink. So I walked into the restaurant or the bar that he decided on, and he greeted me with a hug. We immediately, started connecting and talking, and the conversation got like really deep, but really deep in like very just like thoughtful way. Like this man was really intentional. He kind of knew what he was looking for, relationship wise. You could tell that he had like done the work, and so he was asking like a lot of probing questions to see if we were, going to be a good match. But it didn't feel like an interview. I felt very lighthearted. Like it was like connecting, and then we'd laugh, and then we kind of go deep and then we laugh. It was very refreshing, honestly. So we were supposed to have one drink, and we ended up sitting and talking for about 4.5, 5 hours. It was kind of crazy. So we met at like 7 o'clock, and it was like midnight, and we had been at the same bar just talking, and not even realizing how much we were talking. So we got up, and of course, even after all those 5 hours, he's like, should we get one more to go? Like one more drink for the road. So we ended up walking around, grabbing my hand, hands held after, 5 hours of talking. We go to another bar, get another drink, chatting more. There's like gentle touches. Oh, I forgot to say that at the first bar, he already had leaned in like for the kiss. He kissed me within like that first 5 hours, and a very like passionate, like intentional kiss. He like got up and was like, so yes. And so at the next bar, there was little light touches on the back and whatnot. It was all welcome though, because everything felt like it was just connecting so much. Like everything was just checking boxes, and everything was just flowing. He literally asked me, I wonder if today should be our anniversary. I don't like to get too into someone too quickly, because people disappoint. But anyway. So we called it a night after our last drink. He walked me to my car. We kissed again, and then that was it. And then he texted me that night. Let me know when you get home. I let him know I got home. He texted me he got home. We started talking the next day, sharing more. He's asking more questions. How's it going? At this point, he knew about me. He looked up my blog. He looked up my podcast. He knew that I did all the things. I told him a couple episodes to listen to, and he listened. He listened to 2 episodes of my podcast, and and he said, he's like, I am so happy you're sharing. He was eating up everything. He told me to cancel my plans on Thursday so we could have dinner. Now at this point, I did not have any plans on Thursday. He made a reservation. He was very thoughtful in picking the place to go. He asked me if I had any allergies, all the things. And so this was, at this point, we had talked all weekend, and it was Tuesday at this point. And it was Tuesday morning, we're talking, and I was like, what are you doing after work? And he said, what were you thinking? I was like, maybe we can just get together. So we decided to like jump our date from Thursday to Tuesday, and I was like, let's just we decided to meet for happy hour. And it was almost like the same thing again. We came, we sat, and we talked. We talked so much, even more. We started sharing. It was just kind of like, how was your day? It didn't feel like a second date. It felt like a fifth date, because there was this comfort, there was this casualness, there were hand touching, hand holdings, all the things. It got to the point of this date that we had been sitting there for so long. I mentioned something about my friend, and I was like, because I had spoken to her friend before I was going on a date. She's like, you seem kind of nervous, and I'm never nervous about going on dates. And because I really like this guy. And I told him the story, and I was like, I'm gonna call her. And we FaceTimed my friend at the bar. He literally said to her, because I'm leaving, one of the reasons I was leaving is going to her birthday party. And he literally said to her, I guess I'll be at your next birthday party. So this man has said all these things. We've connected on all these levels. Everything got very deep. And then, I'm waiting for my Uber after this last date. We passionately kissed it was a hotel lobby, in the bar lobby. He's like, I'll see you on Thursday, all these things. And it was just kind of like, the past 4 days were crazy. Get home that night, and I text him that, I had such a great time. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to cook for him soon, like all this stuff, and he's like, oh, that'd be great, and then I realized, I was like, am I getting ahead of myself? So I said to him, I don't want you to think I'm getting ahead of myself or anything. 4 hours later, he sent me a text message that said, thank you, Sharita. It was very nice meeting you and getting to know you, but I think we're in different places of our lives, so I don't think we can continue. I'm sorry, what? So I was in a relationship for about 96 hours with somebody who made all the intentions, said all the things, made me feel like I was in a space that we were connecting and getting to know each other and seeing where this could go. And then the rug just got pulled up under me, and it was over. It was over. And some people call that love bombing because it was so much of emotion. I don't know what I call it, but whether it was just game or whatever. I mean, the relationship did not get physical. It was just some kisses and all the things. But words are wise is that, I was very, I was shocked, I was disappointed. But one thing I will say is that you want someone to pick you the same way that you pick them. So if that person is not picking you, and whatever it was that he saw that decided that I was not the one for him, I am happy he did it after day 2 and not after day 15. So everything happens for a reason. I probably won't go so deep, so quick, so soon again, but it was fun while I left.